Hi, so we're standing right on the riverbank here of what's called Reversing Falls in Great Esker Park. I want to talk to you a little bit about the composition of a salt marsh right now. As you can see, there's a couple different major parts. You get the tall grasses, your spartina and seagrass and stuff that'll grow up. And then you get these long expanses of mud flats, like you can kind of see behind me, and there's a little bit behind you, but those are exposed when the tide goes out. Sometimes they're covered by water. And the third part are these long channels that sort of snake through the salt marshes and what's called meander. You can see the hard curvature in the mudflat right there. That's the sign of a healthy and natural river. So the first part, the salt marshes, they make great habitat for all sorts of insects and small rodents and stuff. So you've got a lot of bigger animals hunting there, hawks and stuff like that. We use them to pick up little meals out, little voles and moles and stuff like that. Mudflats are a really interesting feature. You can see we're actually standing on one right now. What's really interesting about these is that they're dry for about 12 hours a day. So when the tide is low, these are completely exposed to the air. So all the animals and critters and plants that live in these mudflats have to have adaptations to deal with being dried, so they don't dry out during 12 hours. So you'll see a lot of them will bind up to this wet grass and stuff, and that actually holds moisture really well. So say you're a snail or something living in here, you want to stick really close to that because it'll hold a lot of moisture for you so you don't dry out when the hot sun starts beating down on you. Interesting, it's also one of the only times during the day that they're exposed to oxygen. So this exposure is really important to their ecosystems because if they're covered by water all day, a lot of times they'll become anoxic and they won't be able to get the resources they need. And then this third feature is these long natural snaking channels through, and those make great habitats for things like turtles and even horseshoe crabs and stuff. They get up in there. They never fully empty out of water, so it's sort of a little good safe haven for them to come when the water empties out or there's some rough weather. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next post.